Blog Talk Radio.
We're live.
We live?
We're live.
Well, we're now. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You are now tuned into He Say, She Say, and I'm here with the beautiful Shawn Jones.
Hi, everybody.
And He Say, She Say is a live talk show, and fortunately, this is our first live broadcast where you're able to see us. It's a talk show about relationships, love, sex,
All that.
everything that involves relationships.
From a male and female perspective.
Right. She say and he say. Beautiful Shawn Jones. Wait, do we? Oh, we also have live chat, or you can call in and discuss whatever you want to discuss with us on the phone lines. So we're gonna give you the phone number where you can call us. Do you know the phone number?
It's right there.
Right.
Area code 646-716-4574.
Again, the number is 646-716-4574. And again, you could call and discuss the topic with us. We're going to be discussing today.
One night stands and booty calls.
One night stands and booty calls.
As you pump your fist. Huh?
Right. One night stands and booty. My MO.
You're kind of like the king of one night stands and booty calls.
Am I?
Yeah, a little bit.
I'm the king.
Bit.
I'm not going to say I'm the king, but I have experience.
No. You want to refer to yourself as the king in every other arena.
Right, but not this one.
So let's go ahead. I call you the king in this arena.
Okay.
That's just, it is what it is.
Right. I respect it. Well, questions?
Yeah, so, okay. I was going to ask you, have you ever had a one-night stand? Well, I already know.
For the viewers.
Have you ever had a one-night stand?
Yes, I have had a one-night stand. I had multiple orgasms. I have multiple.
Wait.
Multiple.
How do you get all orgasms?
Of course, hopefully, in the one-night stand, we're going to have orgasms.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
When you agree, have you ever had an orgasm? Excuse me.
What question are you asking?
Right. A one-night stand.
No.
Okay, well, we're going to go with me then.
We're going to go with you.
And we're going to talk about the women
Let's do it.
that do have one-night stands. Because obviously, it's women having one-night stands for me to have.
There are a plethora of people having one-night stands.
A multitude. Look, Cameron, there's an array of women having one-night stands.
You on the one-night stand thing, though.
Okay,
wait. Let me ask you this before we go there.
Right.
Because I may have had a one-night.
Uh-oh.
No, I haven't.
Well, let's identify what you're talking about.
What is a one-night stand? Because I may have had a booty call that was exceptionally twisted. So when we get to booty calls, then we'll talk about it.
Okay. Well,
go ahead.
One-night stand is simply one night. Like you meet the first person on the first night, whether it be at the club, whether it be at some kind of function or some kind of gathering, or wherever. You might meet them at church. Viewers, you might meet them at church. So you don't think you can meet at church?
I'm not doing this with you.
You might meet them at church or whatever.
I'm not doing
so
this.
Anyway, a one-night stand is just a one-night situation where you guys just met. For some reason, the chemistry is right, or it might not be right. She might just be feeling herself. He might feel himself, and then they have sexual intercourse, and they're supposed to part ways.
Okay. Supposed to.
Now, if it continues, that ruins the whole ethic of a one-night stand.
So then it becomes something more.
Yeah, it becomes a
booty call.
Yeah, exactly. Now,
it could become a relationship.
And that's what I was just about to say that. You're right. It can't, because to be honest with you, two of my relationships or situations started from a one-night stand or the first night situation.
Relationship shits.
Yeah. Or situationships.
Okay.
Started from the first night situation.
Okay, so what is the one night stand thing just like I met you, I think you're attractive, I want to do it to you, and that's it?
For me, yes. Now for the woman, I don't know. I can't really tell you what's going on in her mind. I know for me, and I'll probably have sex with her again. But the whole thing is I want to have sex with her because I'm not attracted to her that first day. Okay. Or I might, or to be honest with you, I might not even be attracted to her.
I'm shitting.
No, and I want to also tell the viewers that I'm here to represent the real man. I'm not here to represent the felonious. I'm not here to represent.
I want you to be here to represent you.
Okay, and I'll do that. But I just want to make sure I let you guys know that I'm here to represent honesty and the truth coming from me, hearing A lot of men.
Okay. Okay, so what's a booty call?
A booty call is when it's a continuous sexual thing. There's no emotions involved.
Mm-hmm.
I've also had those, but I've noticed that in those booty calls, the woman starts to build emotions. And that's when she goes crazy, and that's when I have to kind of cut it off. I got a cold turkey or off with her head.
That's when she goes crazy.
Yeah, I've never been crazy. Well, I have when I was in my younger years, but now I'm the grown man that you see before you. Today I'm the king,
Okay.
so I really don't do it anymore.
Okay. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Now, explain. You want to explain to us? Well,
I mean,
and make sure you look at the viewers when you tell us about.
I can't.
When you tell us about them, so
no, sometimes a booty call is somebody you don't talk to regularly. All you do is call them over at whatever hour. You guys get busy. They get up, they pack themselves up, and they go on their way.
Right.
Some booty calls are different. Like, for me, a booty, this is what a booty call is for me.
Right.
We have a situation.
What exactly is it?
It varies. We good. We hang out. We have a good time together. We talk. We do things together.
Could there be a possible not hanging out? Simply, only time we see each other is when we want to indulge in sexual fornication.
For me?
Yeah.
No.
So it has to be. So you're not really technically having a booty call.
No, it is a booty call because if it's 10 o'clock at night and I'm laying in the bed,
Right.
My mom was watching.
Right. Hi, Mom.
Hey, Mom. If it's 10 o'clock at night and I'm laying in the bed and I want to see my boo,
right,
then I might be like, hey.
But see, that's your boo. That kills the whole notion of.
It's a booty call though, because all I want. Well,
see, that's what I'm saying. Well, let me give you the raw and the uncut.
Okay.
Because that's you kind of proved my point as far as the woman falling into emotion.
Don't do that.
Because you want more.
Don't do that.
Can I ask you?
No,
okay, can I ask you?
What?
Do you want more than just the sex?
Well, I don't really. I need it to be more than just the sex in the beginning. But let me go ahead and say this.
Okay.
Y'all men say all the time it's us women. I cannot tell. This is gonna sound real bad. I can't tell you how many men have fallen into the I want more, I want something, I want a relationship. Yeah.
Well, to be honest with you, and like I said, I'm here to be honest. I've been in those situations where I wanted more in my younger years, but now that I got the full scope or the full grasp on what a king is, what a man is, and what my goal is as such,
it's different.
It's different because I'm never going to treat a booty call. For me to go in a situation of a booty call, I know exactly where I want her to be in my life.
So it never changes. It never shifts.
Well, like I explained to you before, I've had two situations, relationships, if you want to call it, where we slept together on the first night, and then it progressed to some more.
Okay.
But those was kind of in my younger years.
Okay. I love to hear you men say things like that because a lot of the time, you guys.
You know me, I call this.
We do.
Yeah.
Let's take a call.
We're gonna take a call.
Let's take a call.
Caller, are you there? Hello, caller.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Oh, I didn't know which one. Great. How are you guys?
Good.
Calling yourself.
What would you like to share on the topic?
Okay, so I was, wow. Well, I did kind of agree with him. You know, it's not a booty call if you're doing more than sexual activity.
Right.
It's not a relationship. But we call that a knack around here, where, you know.
What do you call it?
It's not a knack.
A knack.
Oh.
A knack. Yeah.
Got you.
That's what we call it.
And what's it?
As far as,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
So I didn't hear. I thought you were going to say something.
Well, I was going to ask you what a knack is because I've never heard that term before. So what's a knack?
Oh, that is where, you know, there is a sexual relationship that is not a relationship, like a friend or, you know, more, because, you know, relationships are different, but there's definitely a connection there, not just sexual, but not an actual relationship. You know, you're both free to do as you choose. Maybe it can eventually, you know, turn into a relationship, but neither one of you are really looking at that aspect. You're just enjoying the time that you spend together.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Okay.
Well, caller, can I ask you a question, caller?
Oh, sure.
Have you ever had a one-night stand?
No, myself, I have not, just because I'm afraid of that. You know, like, even though there's always people that you find attractive to me, I would never, you know, give myself to someone that I don't really know.
Right.
I don't know how to get down, I don't know who to deal with, so I don't do that now.
Hmm.
You know, not that people who do, you know, that's their female or whatever.
So caller, what if I saw you in the club? I buy you a little drinky drink. Which I don't, and this is hypothetical because I really don't buy drink. But I buy you a drinky drink, and for some reason, some odd reason, you're attracted to me. And I'm saying all, and
you know, there's times where I just very attracted to someone.
right.
But for me, I don't just lay down with someone because I'm attracted.
Right. And I can respect that. I'm just trying to get you to my room.
Yeah.
And,
Ever happened.
and you're serious,
I
though.
have friends that don't feel that way. Like me, you know, I don't lay down with anyone that I don't have the actual connection with.
Right.
Most of the time what you'll find is people who do have, you know, these quick sexual connections, if you just take that time to actually get to know that person, a lot of times you end up not being able to, you know, deal with them,
Right.
down them, or it's somebody that you really can have, you know, a great friendship with, but you're in no way compatible with. Why would you ever give them a precious part of yourself?
So let me ask you this, caller. You know that women are participating in one-night stands because I've had them. So what do you feel about a woman who does have a one-night stand? Do you think it's a bad thing? What do you think about it?
No, I mean, everybody, you know, cherishes their body in their own way, you know.
Right.
All here to live our own, you know, life and walk our own path.
Right.
But I do feel that I will say, you know, that your body is definitely a temple. It is to be cherished, and there's no way that you allow anyone to enter into your womb that you really don't know just because you have a sexual attraction to them.
Right.
But anyway, it's something that we all feel we all have, and there's nothing wrong with it. But for you to just give yourself to someone out of lust, there's an ignorance to that. And maybe it's an ignorance to know yourself, an ignorance to know your value. You know, you just don't do that. When, you know, I don't want to belittle men in a way that you are entering our womb, and so for a woman.
I totally agree with I agree with that.
Our woman that you come into that.
Right.
So, of course, you know, you got to do as you choose.
Right.
That's the woman. For her, you can never really know your worth and be in touch with who you clearly are and allow you to look at that.
You don't think so? I mean, I totally understand your opinion. I don't really agree, but I totally respect your opinion, caller.
Thank you.
That's her opinion.
Right, and I respect it. We have other callers, so thank you for calling, caller.
Thank you for calling.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. Have a great evening.
You too.
Caller, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hello,
Hi,
caller.
Hi, how are you guys? You guys look great, by the way.
Thank you.
Here.
Thank you so much.
Did you see me wave?
No.
Okay.
I'm a little delayed with the phone. I saw you now.
Okay.
I like your cup of water you got sitting down there.
What they say nowadays, I'm thirsty.
That's hilarious.
That's cute. Okay, well, just as far as the topic, myself personally, I have had a one-night stand. I had one, and it actually turned into a 3-year relationship.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, no, it wasn't at the end. But
Oh, no.
it's okay. I'm over it. But it was cool. We met, you know, it wasn't like at the club. It was like at a friend's house. And
Right.
it was just like a really cool connection.
Right.
I don't know, it got late. We were watching TV. And it actually wasn't even any alcohol involved. It was like not foggy brains, you know.
Okay.
We were chilling. And
I'm with that.
every
to me, caller.
Say that again?
I said,
ignore him.
Talk to me, caller.
That's it.
Right.
So okay, so one night stand can actually turn into something else.
That's how, like I described, that's happened to me. And my situationship was more of it lasted 2 years.
Okay.
And it's funny, not to kind of go off topic, but just say something real quick while the caller's on the line. I had 2 situationships. The girl that made me wait a month and 12 days, she cheated on me. And she was really the hoe. And then the one that made me, we had sex with on first night. Other situations occurred where we broke up, where it was partially my fault. But point being, the one that made me wait was the hoe.
Partially your fault, though. You just kind of skimmed over that.
To me, once you're an adult, so
Right.
timing is going to be different for everybody. It doesn't matter. Like, you might meet somebody who you click with, really cool, you guys get to know each other. Sometimes it's just that attraction, and you got to get out of the way first because it's just so whatever.
Right.
But, as long as you're safe, you're responsible. I can't say, oh, this person I made this person wait a month, I made this person wait 3 weeks, I made this person wait 2 years. I can't, timing is not, as you're an adult, you make adult decisions.
Right.
And I'm speaking because, I'm 34, so I make adult decisions, very conscious decisions, and I'm not going to say that, but I will say this, something very prevalent. We both were very concerned with asking each other, like, making sure each other knew that we had never done this before. I never done this before. And that was pretty funny.
Time out, caller. Time out, caller. You really let him use that line on you?
He may not have.
Just like I was going to say, I said that, because I know me. He said that, of course, but
Caller, look at the screen. Look at the screen. Look at the screen, caller.
You look so distraught. You look so distraught.
Honestly, the stress doesn't bother me. I see that look, but it's okay.
Right.
I mean, I don't believe everybody is out there having one night stands. I believe some of y'all hormoners are.
I don't either, because like I said, I knew.
I am. Listen, the beautiful Miss Jones just called me a whoremonger.
Go ahead, caller.
No, I didn't hear you guys.
I called him a whoremonger.
Cool.
I called him a whoremonger.
Well, we appreciate
The guy or the guy?
Gerald.
me. She said I'm the whoremonger.
I don't know about that, Gerald. Are you a whoremonger?
Well, I'm a king, and with that being said, I do what kings do. Do you understand what that?
You're a whoremonger?
No, I didn't say that, but I do what kings do.
Oh, geez, I know you're like King George.
And I'm trying to get you to understand an Afrocentric king, not a Eurocentric king.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know the ins and outs, but again, just back for me, my personal take on the topic is, I'll admit it, I did have when I think it wasn't in a relationship, that would have been all right too, because I take full responsibility for my decision.
Right. I respect that. I respect that.
I gotta go because I got a date.
Hey.
What? What's your name?
Thank you for calling the Cherry.
Is this the first night? Get that boy some things.
I'll talk to you guys later.
All right, have a good night. Get that boy some things.
He did not say that.
Give him some things.
No.
Good night, caller.
Give
I see hung up.
give that boy some things.
Yeah, I mean, if she's feeling them, give him some things. She don't got to necessarily.
First of all, let's not refer to it as thing.
Okay.
Let's not do that.
Give him some vaginal situation.
Let's no.
Right. Okay. Right. Do we got another call?
Hopefully.
Is this another caller? Caller, are you there?
Hello. Hi.
Oh, hi. I'm the same color I'm actually with.
Oh, okay. I got you. Okay, I got you. Okay, caller. Thank you for the first call. I won't chime you in this time. Okay.
Okay, so what do you call it? Because I would call this a booty call. Even if I have a situation with somebody and I know that on this particular day,
Mm-hmm.
afternoon, evening,
Uh-huh.
I'm pretty much wanting to rumble in the jungle.
Right.
So I hit him up and I'm like, hey, you should come through. Or
Is this the first time?
No.
Oh, well, that's nothing. I mean, okay.
That's a booty call,
That's
though.
a booty, but
if all I want is the booty.
Oh yeah. That's what we trying to express. That's what we trying to.
But this
we're
is somebody
trying
I
to
have a situationship with. But all I want is the booty. Or okay, I take it back. Not all I want is the booty. What if I'm just kind of feeling it and I want to get it in?
And that's not really a booty call. Y'all in a situation. Y'all dating.
Well, what is that called?
Booty. See, dating and booty call is different. Booty call is strictly we know nothing is going more. Nothing is going past this sexual encounter.
Okay.
And poundage. That's all we doing is pound. There's no love making, strictly poundage. So with that being said, anything else is dating. If you're like seeing that person going out places, trying to find, even if the connection, trying to find a connection other than those the genitalia situation. Genitalia. If anything other than the genitalia means that you're dating. Understand?
I'm not doing this.
I'm trying to give you the. I'm trying to give you the key. The PowerPoint. This is a PowerPoint presentation.
We're not new.
Oh, booty.
Okay. So if you had to guesstimate, I'm about to get all in your business.
Right, and I'm with that. I'm here for. Again, I'm gonna give this public service announcement. I'm here for the people. So all you gonna hear is real solid. It might be harmful to you. What we call it? Advisory.
Parental advisory.
Parental.
There shouldn't be any kids listening.
Right. Put your kids in the room.
If you had to guesstimate how many booty calls no.
Okay, here's one. You gotta be
one night stands.
Okay.
Yeah, not booty calls. If we had to guesstimate how many one night stands you've had, what would you say?
I couldn't tell you. Fortunately for me, unfortunately for the viewers, I couldn't tell you. But I can tell you my best one. I remember the best one, and the best one being she was the most attractive. I remember that like yesterday.
Okay, please share.
Well, actually, it was a hookup. It was a hookup through my homeboy. He had a girlfriend, and his girlfriend had a friend. So it was the hookup. We went to the house. We watched. As a matter of fact, we watched Gothica, and we watched. It was two Halle Berry movies. Gothica, and this is really what set it off. What's the one where she has sex in the movie?
Oh, I know, with Billy Bob Thornton.
Exactly. And
oh gosh, what is the name?
And
of
that's
movie?
the way I segued into the sex.
When Billy Bob Thornton had
Yeah, by saying that he didn't do what he was supposed to do. So she was basically like,
well, what was he supposed to do? Show me what he was
right. With the actual song saying, let me see. So that's how I segued into the sex or whatever. Okay. But she was a very attractive young lady. And that was kind of my first. And that's
Monsters Ball. You know what's gonna bug me until I figured it out.
Monsters Ball. And it's crazy because that was more surprising to me. I think I was 23 or 24 years old.
Okay.
But wait, it was on. We were watching it on video, so it was out before that. Okay. But point being, it kind of surprised me because she was she was very attractive.
Okay.
So this was kind of my first encounter with a very attractive young lady on a one night stand.
Okay.
If that means which means to me, like, I was like, okay, I thought regular women were the only one that indulged, but then it opened my eyes to like, nigga, these bad females is getting down too.
Okay.
Cause you might just get down.
You broke out that song.
Cause she did. She got down.
She got down?
Yeah.
Okay. So let me ask you this.
Come on.
As a guy, do you guys really assume that only unattractive women have booty calls and one night stands, or what do you?
Say that again.
Do you guys only assume that unattractive women?
Well, no, because after that situation, okay, how can I express this? Before that situation, I used to kind of think only regular females was getting down. So I would target those when I'm going for a booty call or a one night stand. But then as I experienced that, and I was like, hey, if I had sex with her,
I can have sex with her.
So then that's what led me to start. Anybody could get it. So,
do we have a call?
Right.
Oh,
anybody. No, we can't go. Anybody could get it. So I became the master. And the victims, it was an array of victims.
First of all, let's not.
A plethora,
It was
array, tandem
victims, though.
of victims. Because it's a victimship. You want to agree?
I mean, if somebody chooses to engage in a situation like that, then I'm pretty sure they know what they're getting.
And I'm not saying victim in a bad way.
No victim.
Because I was the victim.
No.
I was the victim.
No.
And I'm about to tell you something too with the girl, with the attractive female. This kind of going off the topic, but I wanted it to be more. She turned it into the one like.
Because she's cute.
Well, she actually had a boyfriend. I don't know if I want to tell the story or what. She actually had a. All right.
Okay.
The weekend was fun. We had sex. I was high. I was on a natural high that whole week. So the thing was, we were going to see the girls again, because again, that was my homeboy's girlfriend. So I was looking forward to seeing her having sex with her the next weekend. Mm-hmm. So we went over to her house. So she's like, hey, what's up? She was cordial or whatever. But she was like, well, I can't go with you guys now. Now, as we're talking outside, a guy pulls up in a Tahoe on 23-inch rims, banging, bumping his music. So I see him, and he comes in the house, walk right by, and just walks in her house. So I'm like, okay.
Well, that's his boo.
I didn't know that at the time. Okay. Well, I'm learning it.
Okay.
I'm like, okay. I didn't ask you with that, but obviously. So I was like, well, are you coming with us? And that's when she finally told me, like, I have a boyfriend now. Now she has a boyfriend now. That wasn't a boyfriend a week ago.
It might not have been. They might not have solidified the relationship.
Or they could have been on a break, like D Wade, how he got the girlfriend. Like D Wade or whatever. But they could have been on a break. But I didn't believe it. I thought that was her boyfriend.
We need to do a show on breaks.
On breaks to define those.
Mm-hmm. We do. We need to do a show on breaks. But I'm sorry, I digress. We're back on topic. What's good about booty calls and one-night stands?
With me, sex is exciting. Like I don't know for other men, for me, like different options or different visuals, whether it be light-skinned women, dark-skinned women, brown-skinned women, it's nice, big booty, bigger booty, bigger booty.
No, you're serious.
No, I am. I am. Or whatever. So it's just
Okay, now
the options.
Somebody back in the day, I was having a conversation with a male friend of mine, and he was saying that he had sex with a dark-skinned girl to see what it was like.
Right.
Assuming that it would be different than having sex with a light-skinned girl. What does her complexion have to do?
What's the funny part about it, and I don't know how this is going to say. There's no difference really. It's all in the mind. Okay. It's all the person's perception. It's all how he views it. Mm-hmm. So with that being said, if his thing was, I'm more attracted to light-skinned women, I guess it's going to be more enjoyable because he's in his mind he's saying it's a better looking one.
That's his preference.
That's a preference.
Okay.
Now for him to go try and experience, I would be interested in hearing like what did he say? Like what was the difference?
Okay. He said,
Well, what did he say?
He said it was cool.
Did he say it was a difference? Did he say?
No, he said it was cool.
But he just has a preference.
He has a preference.
Right.
But I was just wondering because you hear, it's like, well, I thought I would try a light-skinned girl. I thought I would try a dark-skinned girl. And I'm like, we all made the same.
Right.
For the most part.
Yeah, right.
For the most part.
Right.
But okay, that was just interesting.
Do we need to go to the song?
Let's do this. What are we doing?
We're going to the song. Okay. What we do every week, or this is our first live program. What we do every week that we do this show is we do a song of the day or week or whatever, and Shawn picks a song or a verse to her what she likes, and then I pick one. So what we're going to do is let Shawn say the song. She talk about the song she chose for this topic and for this week.
I chose Color Me Bad. I Want to Sexualize. Because, I guess if we booty calling and one night standing, it's pretty much just sexing each other out, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, not much explanation to that. Like, if I'm calling you because I want to get down because you my boo.
No. That's not one night stands. I'm not, because I know you, son. So you're not the definition of what we're talking about. So stop trying to act like you booty call, booty call. No, you're not. You're in a situation and and you're having sex with someone who you're in a situation with. Booty call is true. Booty call is pure sex. Okay. No feelings involved.
But I would assume that that's, you know, it's like if I were to booty call somebody, if I were just about that, right, then I would want to sex somebody.
Okay, well we can play that. We're gonna play your song.
I want to sex you up. TikTok, you don't stop.
TikTok,
they lucky I can't stand up. Can I stand up?
No.
Here I go. What's this? What's that called? What's that called, though? What's this?
Y'all want this.
I'm gonna follow you. I'm gonna follow you.
I love it. What was it? What was one?
Remember the pen section?
Yes. Wait, how you do it?
I still got the pen section. Wait, why my neck hurt? That's how I know if you know it.
I used to go to both.
Yeah, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. That looks like that's my head. Wait, are we supposed to be talking about this song? I want to say, oh, my vocal. Can I hear my vocal?
No.
Gerald wanna sex you up all night. I'm telling you, I'm gonna be a singer. I'm gonna give this up. If this don't do what I want it to do, I have somebody that's gonna vocally train. Okay.
I'm glad we're moving over that.
Right. I'm picking the song by Jay-Z that talks about how he does his one night stands, I guess.
Girls.
No, that's not true. The one I'm doing is the Excuse Me, Miss.
I like that song.
How he's like basically saying the females are saying, oh, he's a dog, he's a bad guy. But he's only treating the ones that deserve to be treated like that. So when he finds his queen, he's going to treat her good.
We need to talk about that later.
We can.
Okay.
And can I give a percentage before I 85? No, I'm not going to.
No, I want to hear this.
I think, me personally, my 85% of women they don't understand the makings of a woman, not the makings of a woman because they're women, but what they're supposed to be doing, their roles, their duties. So it kind of turns a man off to pursuing a situation for her to be his queen.
Can we talk about this after this?
We can.
Awesome.
Can I play my song?
Yes.
Okay. I'm all in your area.
Don't ever hit it with the no. Those are shoes, by the way. Got those shoes. I get excited when Jay-Z gets going.
Like I said, if a man's able to have a favorite rapper, then he's my favorite rapper.
Is he?
As far as living, remember?
Yes.
Tupac did.
We are twins. Right. We're twins. We're twins.
Why every time you say twins, I think when we use the restroom?
That's
every time you say twins, it just gives.
Are you gonna tell that story?
Well,
No.
When we were talking, I'm telling you. I'm gonna tell you. We were talking about business on the phone, and I didn't want to tell her I was actually using the restroom doing a number 2, and I guess she didn't want to tell me. But somehow, some way, it got brought up, and
I said, "What are you doing?" You said taking a boo.
But that was after we was talking to business.
We were
right. So I was like, forget it. Like, so we were twins. That's when we officially became twins.
Yeah, well,
we became official.
We became official.
So every time you say twins, I'll be like, boo.
Because we went.
every time you say twins, I think
horrible. Because we went potty together.
Right. We're twins.
That's gross.
The next segment is called Entrepreneur of the Week. Now, in this segment, we like to pay bills, and you know how the typical show may go to commercial in order to pay their bills or to keep them, going. But what we want to do is pick an entrepreneur, shout them out, and possibly pay their bills, and have you guys, our listeners and viewers, go and support them in their entrepreneurship in their business. So I'm gonna let Shawn go first. You want to go first, Shawn?
Yes. I have a few things that I like a lot, and one of them is food. So, my entrepreneur of the week is Cakes by Damon. And Cakes by Damon specializes in flavorful cakes, cupcakes. Damon. Okay. D-A-M-O-N.
Okay. Like for Friday.
Not so.
No, the name.
The name, yes. Yes.
Damon. I bet you they know they is his name now. Because of me, Damon, they won't forget.
Cool.
Cake by Damon. Cake by Damon.
He specializes in cakes and cupcakes for all occasions. I'm gonna run you down a couple of flavors that move my soul and my spirit.
Before you do, can I ask you one?
What's that?
Do he do velvet?
Yes.
What is that velvet? I love.
What is that velvet?
Velvet. I love it.
That's hilarious.
I love velvet cake.
We have liquored and non-liquored. So there's chocolate, German chocolate, Hennessy, Hypnotic, Incredible Hulk, banana pudding, red velvet, Patron, rum, Sakatemi, lemon, peach, Ciroc, lime Orita, and etc. So these are cakes and cupcakes. So you can pretty much have what you want. Cakes or cupcakes. They are amazing. There's free local delivery, and he asks that you give 48 hours notice. The contact number is 678-327-7255. Again, that's 678-327-7255. And you can email him at cakesbydamon@yahoo.com. That's CAKESBYDAMON@yahoo.com. And on Facebook, he is Damon Souder. DAMON Souder, SOUDER.
Cake by Damon.
I want some cupcakes.
He just made you look. You about to get.
I want some peach Ciroc cupcakes.
Some who? Peach what?
Peach Ciroc cupcakes.
I've never had it. I don't drink.
You don't drink.
Right. How do they taste?
I do.
How did that taste?
Like peach Ciroc.
Did he create that, or what did he get that from?
He makes like liquor infused
confection. I have to give you the part two.
Liquor infused confection.
Liquor infused confection.
Run me
of perfection.
Peach Ciroc cupcakes.
That makes me want to drink.
I'm saying.
Well, okay.
Delectable.
Delectable.
You're a mess.
My entrepreneur of the week or the day, his name is Chris, and he's a barber. He specializes in fades, tapers, anything to do with shears, clippers, or cuts. He can hook you up. He even does my bald head. Does a great job. His name is Chris. He's located off the corner of King and what's the cross street? Arlington. And the address is 3401 43rd Place. Again, it's 3401 43rd Place. It's in Los Angeles, California. The number is 323-823-3416. Once again, the number is 323-823-3416. And his Yahoo is brenberrybarber brimberry@yahoo.com. Once again, brimberry@yahoo.com, or you can reach him at brimberry.com. His name again, once again, is Chris. The address is 3401 43rd Place, Los Angeles, California, 90008. And that's my entrepreneur of the week, Chris.
So while we're sitting here, I have to say, and I don't know how you want to do this, but just, thinking about the picture that we have over in the corner.
Okay.
I wanted to kind of draw attention to that.
Right.
Can
they see it?
I think they can see
it.
it.
From the outside?
I'm not sure how it looks to them.
Right.
But it says, do more of what makes you happy. And that's my life philosophy. That's how I live my life.
And every day we're going to have a life philosophy or some quotes. And it's probably going to be sitting right here. So that's going to be basically our quote for today. Mm-hmm. Courtesy of Mrs. Jones.
Do more what makes you happy.
I totally agree with that. Whether it be one night stands, booty calls, or whatever. Whatever. Because you only have one life. YOLO. One life to live.
Did you just
I had to let them know.
Cool. So, what were you saying before we went to the?
That was something we were to talk
about the women and how you treat them based on how they.
Right.
So as a man, and this is something that I don't even know as a woman.
Okay.
And,
I would love to answer it for you.
It might be a little different coming from you.
Okay.
But how do you determine how you see women? Like, what woman is a good woman? How do you determine who's a ratchet?
Right.
I guess since that's like the term now.
Right.
Or
they call it ratchet.
How do you determine who gets what?
Well, me personally, I know I'm looking for an extension of me, a female extension of me.
Okay.
I know my goals are to strive for perfection mentally first, financially, and then physically in that order. So in turn, I'm looking for a woman who's doing the same. Okay. Now that lets me know if she's a good woman or not. Does that make sense?
It does.
Now, as far as the physical, sexual part.
Okay.
Best example I give. If I have sex with Oprah Winfrey on the first night, I'm still going to be interested in her.
She's Oprah Winfrey.
Because, not even about her, just because she's about her shit.
I want to have sex with Oprah.
So, point being is that because I've noticed a lot of women do this, and we had a discussion about this on prior shows, about women holding out on the sex. Now, I can respect a woman holding out on the sex because she may not be comfortable, or whatever her comfortability level is. I can respect that. But if she's holding out on the sex simply to try to create an illusion.
Is that what you think? Is that what first question is that what it is? And then my second question is that what men see it as?
And I think that men see it as they don't think that because initially, I'm saying, I think the men think that women don't want to be viewed in a negative light or a negative situation.
Okay.
Now, with that being said, I think that the woman holds off because she wants the man to think better of her. And there are some immature men that will be like, oh, I had sex with her, whatever, in so many odd days or whatever, and they will treat her bad. So she's probably experienced that before. But when you're dealing with a king and you're dealing with a mature man, I know you're. If we have a mental connection, if we laugh, if I can see that you're intelligent through conversation, we can have sex the first day, and I'm still going to pursue to see if you really what I want. It's not going to necessarily make me think bad of you.
I get that. No, I get that. Okay. I absolutely get that.
And I also get, because I know a lot of women, they want to wait for, but to me it's kind of, I'm not going to say it's a game, but it's kind of tricky to me, and maybe you can explain to me. You knew you were sexy, not in general. A woman knows that hopefully she knows she's sexually attracted to the man. That's why she gave him her number or means to communicate.
Okay.
So the sex was there. The idea of a physical attraction was there. So to me, when a woman here we go. Physical and sex is automatic. That's why we're attracted. That's why we're talking. That's why we agreed to meet. So that's there. So when a woman presents the commitment and try to bring it on the same level, commitment takes time.
Right, it does.
Commitment takes the time to get to know each other. Right. Dislikes, likes. Are you educated? Are you, Mm-hmm. So to me, when a woman tries to bring that, because we can get this out the way. We can get this, if she wants to, we can get the sex out of the way. But we don't have to. But when she tries to bring that to, I'm not sleeping with you unless you give me a commitment, then I feel that's the game.
Okay.
Because she's trying to, now that's what, and guess what? Operative phrase, operative quote. And I'm going to look right at the camera. And that's why men lie.
Okay.
And that's why men lie.
I obviously feel a little bit differently about it. I don't disagree with anybody living their life the way they want to. I live my life the way I want to.
Right.
Many people don't agree with the way I live my life. I don't care.
Right.
I live my life the way that I want to. It's my life.
Right.
But I think what some people fail to understand or to realize at some point is that this goes into us talking about the definition of insanity.
Right.
And insanity is repeatedly doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result.
Right.
So when you have certain women who have consistently put themselves out there like that, and it has not rendered what they want in return, then they decide that they're going to switch things up and change things up and try to do things differently to try to get or attain a better result.
I totally understand.
That's not a game. That's her saying,
okay,
this hasn't worked for me.
Right.
Let me try this.
But then even with that being said, and I totally respect that, I totally understand that, I'm more understanding of it because of dealing with women, so I know, what their little quirks and quagmires and qualms. It's a word.
Quagmires.
That's my word. Quagmires.
I'm gonna look at it.
Okay, while you looking that up on this one, and you gonna read the definition?
I'm gonna read the definition.
Quagmire. So they're quirks, quagmires, and qualms. With that being said, I understand why they would want to wait, but to me, it's insane to also think that if I wait, I'ma somehow get a better result from this, or if I wait, he's going to look at me different, or if I wait, now I'm going to be wife material. Because like a quote that I just read, just because you have sex on the first date doesn't make you a hoe, and just because you wait a while doesn't make you a wife.
That's very true.
Did you go to?
I did. I'm speedy. I'm swift.
Look, I was like, again, and this is crazy because this is why we create the show He Say She Say, simply to get a woman's perspective and a man's perspective and try to find a union or a medium or understanding between the two. Quagmires?
There are a few definitions.
Okay.
1, an area of miry or boggy ground whose surface yields under the tread, a bog.
Right.
Number 2, a situation from which extrication is very difficult,
right,
which is what you were referencing.
Educated black men. That's why they choose me.
Who's they? These women?
I'm chosen. You didn't know I was chosen?
I see it go down.
Like the golden child.
I see it go down. I don't understand it, but I see it go down.
Why would you not understand me being chosen? I'm a good guy.
I like you. You cool.
Right.
We good.
Right. I'm a good guy.
Okay, never mind.
I'm a good guy.
Number 3, anything soft or flabby.
Right.
So that would be like a booty.
I didn't even know that. Quagmire's up.
Hilarious.
What? Face down, Quagmire's up. Wait.
I'm done. Right. I love it though. I kind of like it.
Right.
Oh,
okay. Are we going to go to the next segment?
Yeah.
Do you have? The next segment, you can first search.
You go.
You search and I talk.
Got it.
Next segment is called Keeping Up with the Joneses. And what we like to do is look at emails, Facebook inbox, Twitters. You could even mail us from prison if you got the address. And we're going to read the letter or read the text or read whatever it is, and we're going to discuss it.
I want a prison pen pal.
Do you?
I do.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Do you know what comes with that?
What? Because I ain't sending nobody nothing.
And that's what it comes.
No, I don't do that.
Yeah, but then again, don't get me wrong. You may find one who, after you express that I'm here to support you mentally and emotionally, or just mentally, he'll be like, okay, I don't need any finance, and he'll be happy to just converse with you.
We met.
Right, but see, now the thing is, you're a woman. Yeah. So let me tell you that let me explain first, then you tell me if you're
all right.
Let's say for some reason you find not an intelligent guy who's aspiring to do better. And you're going to, as a woman, I would hope you have emotions, and you're going to feel for him. Not to say he's going to be your man or whatever, but you're like, damn, I kind of believe in him.
My goal is to be a blessing to somebody every day.
Right.
So if I can be a blessing to someone, it doesn't matter where they are, where they live, where they're stationed. I will attempt to be a blessing to people on a consistent basis, on a daily basis. Now, am I putting money on his books? No. Not
one time. You might send him a hot 25 or something. Notice I said hot 25.
You
come on, son. You're going to get a man $25. Shout out to all my boys locked down, lifers. Are we doing this for them?
We're doing it for everybody.
And we want y'all to forget it. We're doing it for everybody.
We're doing it for
everybody. Shout out to the lifers. Everybody locked up, locked down.
You know what? I take that back. I was shooting my house.
I know. Why
don't say you know.
No, not because of a bad thing, but because if you really
I would
truly
do it because I would like to believe that overall I have a benevolent spirit.
Every time you say benevolence.
I would like to believe I have a benevolent spirit.
Right. You do. I think you do.
So
that's why the beautiful Shawn Jones, the benevolent Shawn Jones.
That's hilarious.
Adjectives.
Adjectives. Adjectives.
So did we find this Keeping Up with the Joneses?
So I want to talk about this because you posted this and it kind of made me want to have the conversation with you, but I wasn't going to do it online.
Right.
Okay, so now that we're here.
All here. And for the view, no, we're here. We're here, and here.
So your quote of the day yesterday was, and please believe, if she's constantly telling you no, there is another man that she is saying yes to. Right. So my advice to you is, in this world of endless possibilities and infinite yes, you exercise your strength to see through the games and cold turkey her ass.
Agreed.
What are you talking about?
Meeting is a journey. Now, specifically, I have this male friend, and he's trying to date this female.
All right.
And she keeps basically turning him down.
For sex? Or
period. She'll spend his money. She'll go on the date. If you look at the thing, she'll spend his money. And that's kind of why the way I am, because I need to know that you really feeling me before I do anything, because I'm not out here stupid. I'm out here to win because I am King Gerald Jones the Great. So with that being said, I'm not out here to lose. He's losing because he's really not interested in it. Now let me give you a quick.
How do you know she's not interested?
Because she keeps saying because I know the other guy who she's interested in.
Oh, well.
Now, with that being and this is not 100% effective, but more so, like I was saying, I was speaking specifically to a guy.
Okay.
But then, even on the grand scheme of things, there's someone, for the most part, unless we're talking nuns or we talk about female who's really focused on something else, for the most part, a woman is interested in some guy. Mm-hmm. It's some guy who has her interest, eye, or attention. Mm-hmm. All I'm basically saying, and I'll apply this to my life, if I'm not the one who she's interested in, I'm gonna be able to weed it out, and it's off with her head.
How do you weed it out?
By the little things that I do. By like for example, as far as the dating, I'm not gonna just be spending money to date a young lady who I know is not interested in me. Maybe we'll go meet and greet a couple times. Maybe and through conversation, I can see if she's interested in me.
Okay.
Through conversation, but I think he's more so infatuated with her in her situation or who she is, that he's willing to take this loss, and that's why I made the quote, because it was more so for him.
What about people who feel like they have to actually work to try to get someone that they want?
They should be working to get me. Yeah. I agree with that.
No, I wasn't talking about you.
Oh, you should be. I'm talking, and it's crazy, even with a little more said, I know a lot of women like to say, oh, my worth, I know my worth. But, Gerald, damn it, I know my worth too.
And we should all know.
So with that being said, we have to meet somewhere. And for some reason, these women feel they're entitled.
You don't meet them. Do you?
Yeah,
you really do.
Meet and greet, Dutch, all those things. Until I know that she's about me, she ain't about to get nothing about it.
What happened to courtship? What happened to dating?
You really want me to tell you? I'm about to get political. Do you really want this?
No, probably
I'm going to get political. Courtship, the idea of what a man is, was created in the times when women didn't have at all. There was no equality. So women didn't even have jobs. 2, pay. So it was said that the man should take the woman out because he had the job.
Okay, so let me ask
The
you
women
this.
weren't even in the workforce to even attempt to take a man out.
And I get that, but let me ask you this. Because men, because I hear this all the time, men are the leaders, men are the heads,
Right.
men are the this and the that,
Right.
which I respect and I appreciate. You know me well enough to know that, I'm all for a man running the ship and being the head and all of that. Like, I fall back.
Right.
How are you gonna be the head if I'm doing if I'm doing everything you're doing?
What is it that
How are you governing the system if I'm doing everything you're doing?
So
you're supposed to be doing certain things in a governing fashion.
I agree.
So
That doesn't involve me spending my money.
what does it involve?
It involves me leading mentally. Remember I said before when you asked me what's my idea, this goes for me too. In this order, mentally. Mentally I'm going to be governing. Mentally I'm going to lead. And when I see that she's submissive to that, when I see she's ready to follow that, then it goes to the next level.
Give me an example of mentally leading.
Deciding which way we're going with the family.
But how do we get to that point if we haven't even dated?
What do you mean?
How do we decide?
Do conversation. I'm seeing her interest. We're conversing to find out her interest. If she's even interested in bald guys, or is she just using me for my money? If she's even interested in something like this, and that's why we're conversing. But when I see she's not going to use me for my money.
Did you just flex?
When to see if she's interested in this, The beautiful Shawn Jones.
I'm not doing this with you.
But all jokes to the side, I'm out here. I'm not going to be taken advantage of. Because to be honest with you, frank with me, and what I've studied, what I've researched, what I've learned, I think 85% of women don't understand the concept of submission, and they don't understand the concept of being a woman.
So what about those of us that actually do? Then what?
Then that we'll fare well. We'll go further and we'll progress and we'll see what.
But you won't take me on a date.
I will. Once I feel that once I know that you really about me, I'm not opposed to dating at all.
But this is my question again. How do we get to that point?
Through talking, through conversing, through meet and greets. I don't have to go take you to the Listen, I don't gotta go spend.
I was about to go back to what you posted earlier.
I don't have to go spend $200 on a date for us to find out if we're compatible, if you really feel me.
Okay.
And that's what, again, women are also caught up in the superficial thing. And like I said before, the idea or concept of a man being the financial leader was back in the old days when women didn't have any jobs. So that's why I was like, oh, a man should take a woman, court a woman, take a woman. Now this is equality. And to be honest with you, during the election when Obama was doing the debates, he even said it. Women are becoming the primary bread. They are the primary breadwinners. So it's not about not being equal no more, a woman not having.
We need to have a whole conversation about this.
We do.
But I'm probably not a good one to have.
And we only have 1 minute left.
Right.
We gotta shut it down.
We do have to shut it down.
But I was keeping up with the jokes. I know I don't want to get too political, but I'm gonna feed you with the sugar with the shit. We gonna entertain and we gonna educate.
Apparently that's something that do you want to talk about that next week?
We can. That could be next.
I'm not good.
Well, just we hear he say she say.
Right.
So we all hear because some women feel like we feel. So it's good to voice it,
Okay.
and hopefully we can come to an understanding, come to a medium. That's the whole concept of he say, she say.
Let's talk about it. So as we sign off, I want to remind you guys to do more of what makes you happy. I would like to thank you for listening. Thank you for watching, which was very, very interesting. Please come back next week. We'll be here next Tuesday, 7 o'clock. And we look forward to sharing our views with you and hearing yours.
Thank you for watching our first live broadcast. I know I was nervous. So as we progress, our show will get better. The beautiful Shawn Jones. I am King Gerald Jones the Great. The Lakers will be playing. Make sure y'all check out the Lakers. Los Angeles representative. That's it.
Good night.
Thank you for listening and good night.
Thank you.